Hi, welcome back. In last video we talked about 3D scanning and we have understood that by using 3D scanning we can create any 3D model which can be used for 3D printing. Now in this lecture we will talk about what are the different steps of 3D scanning. So any 3D scanning process, the first step is to data acquisition via 3D laser scanning. 3D laser scanning process, an object that is to be laser scanned is placed on the bed of the digitizer. Here you can see in this diagram, this is digitizer, and in that digitizer you place your object which you want to make 3D model. Specialized software drives the laser probe above the surface of the object. The laser probe projects a line of laser light onto the surface, while two sensor cameras, here you can see two sensor cameras are there, camera 1 and 2, continuously record the changing distance and the shape of the laser line in the 3 dimensions as it sweeps along the object. So the process is very simple. You will put a laser light on this object, and when this laser light will penetrate this object, there will be a recording on camera 1 and 2, like how much width is there, how much penetration is there, how much time laser light is taking place while reflecting. So this all will there, and there will be lots of points are there. Once the scanning has been completed, the second step is to resulting data. The shape of the object appears as millions of points called a point cloud on the computer monitor as the laser moves around, capturing the entire surface shape of the object. The process is very fast, gathering up to 7,50,000 points per second and very precise. After the laser scanning you will see the resulting data, so there will be lots of points are there. We called it point cloud. So in 3D scanning, as I told you, that it is very precise and you can scan up to 7,50,000 points per second. So this is very precise, and you will see lots of points are there, dotted lines. Directly by 3D scanning you will not see directly 3D model, but you will see various cloud points, and by joining those clouds points you can make or create your model, which will becomes in your step 3. So in your step 3, this is modeling choice depends on application. After the huge point cloud data files are created, they are registered and merged into one 3-dimensional representation of the object and post-processed with various software packages suitable for a specific application. So there are lots of types of 3D scanning technology processes are also there. So according to which type of 3D scanning process you are using, there are compatible softwares are also there. So according to your process you will see a software, and those software when you put your point cloud, as you can see in this picture, that after this point cloud you can mesh it, you can engage that, and you can make surface mesh, and after completing the surface mesh you can create your suitable STL file. So once you have taken all these point clouds in the software, the next thing is that point cloud data for inspection. If the data is to be used for inspection, the scanned object can be compared to the designer's CAD nominal data, because as you are scanning this, so you have also the CAD file earlier, or you have some data. So if you want to compare both the data, what you have gained from 3D scanning or what you have, you can compare it, and the result of this comparison process is delivered in the form of color map deviation report in PDF format, which pictorial describes the difference between the scan data and the CAD data. So you can compare your data, and if you find that is suitable, then you can move ahead with the last step. So CAD model for reverse engineering. Laser scanning is the fastest, most accurate and automated way to acquire 3D digital data for reverse engineering. Now, what things can be 3D scanned? So anything that exists in the real world can be 3D scanned. Although there are few limitations to the technology, however, apart from the size of the object, almost any factor is not much considerable. Most of the things can be 3D scanned. So what are the objects of 3D scanning? Anything from a glass to lamp can be 3D scanned using a 3D scanner. All you need to do is place the object steady and use a 3D scanner to scan the dimensions and the curves properly to create the digital file of the object. 3D scanners can also be used for scanning humans or animals. This technology can help map the body dimensions and can be further printed using a 3D printer. I did mention that 3D scanner can scan almost everything. It is completely true for the surroundings you stay inside. For example, your living room or your office. You can scan those to create a digital file for printing it using a 3D printer. If you want to learn complete 3D printing and make a career in this field, you can click to the link given in description box and start your journey now. In this course, you will learn 3D printing, also known as additive manufacturing, from start to finish. This course includes design of 3D models, slicing of 3D model, 3D scanning, types of 3D printers, still file formats, post-processing, 3D printing materials, and many more, along with assignments and quizzes. At the end of the course, you will get a certificate which will help you for your job interviews. The prices of course is so minimal that everyone can afford. So see you inside the course. Thank you.